Last Thursday, Hypixel has finally released a new update to SkyWars featuring game-changing adaptations of many kits and perks, a lot of bug fixes, and most importantly adding brand new prestiges up until 150 stars. Let's take a look at this. First, some notable bug fixes. Don't worry, I'll go over that really quickly, and I also only found one bug fix that really sparked my interest. You can now collect souls and opals in Lucky Blocks as well. I personally don't play Lucky Blocks much, but it's definitely nice to see an option being there. There have been a lot of changes to kits and perks, changing the game by a considerable amount. Here are the most important ones. The Bulldozer and Juggernaut perks are now automatically unlocked, not upgradable, and won't take a slot of your perk list for every single player. Swords and blocks are now more common, and you will find better swords on your island. The Thundermeister axe ability can now be used by any player picking it up. The Armor kit in normal mode now gets an extra pair of boots. A change that makes me really sad: the farmer no longer has a golden apple. I already tried this in-game and this actually makes a decent difference, so I actually considered swapping kits because a golden apple is really OP, especially in normal mode. But the Jester gets 2 of these instead of the regen pot it always had, so this is really good. The Jester Insane kit also gets an extra 2 gaps. Let's get to the most game-changing ones here. The Cryomancer now has a 30-second cooldown from game start on its ice bridge, keeping it from instantly rushing mid or other players. An awesome change in my opinion. The Chrono Breaker, and I love this one even more, is now no longer able to use the Echo ability above the void to save themselves from falling into the void. Now the part of the update we have all been waiting for, the new prestiges. First of all, the former last prestige, Mythic Prestige at 60 stars, is now still the final one, but at 150 stars. The names of all the other prestiges have not been given away yet, so I am hyped to see players gradually exploring them. I'll give you my opinion on the best looking ones, and there has actually already been a change after like only 1 or 2 days. Basically before, there were all these prestiges you can see on the screen right now. Mythic Prestige used to be 250 stars instead of 150 stars, but players complained about 250 not being reachable. They just didn't consider it realistic, so the admins scaled it down to 150 stars, and also most of the prestiges have been overworked because the community wasn't all too happy with them. I personally have to say I enjoyed the former prestige upgrade, which is up to 250 more just from how the prestiges looked, but many people also enjoy the new ones more. It is really divided into 2 fractions here. I will go over all the prestiges, the old ones they updated and now the revamped ones, giving my opinion on which I think are the best. First of all, obviously I am a fan of having more prestiges, even up to 250. Most people are not going to be able to reach them, but for me as a content creator, I can obviously see it being a really valuable thing to have more content, even though I probably will never reach this. I'm a BedWars main, don't worry about me. Now I'll give you my personal top 5 of best looking prestiges from the old prestige update. I'll go over this really quickly since, well, they don't exist anymore sadly. Basically, my personal number 5 spot was been taken by 240 stars. This color combination is pretty wild, but I like the prestige icon a lot. Number 4 for me is 120. The color contrast is really big, but come on, the prestige icon is a BedWars star? That's pretty cool. My number 3 is 160. If it wasn't for the prestige icon being white, this could easily be number 1, but there's actually the possibility to change the color of your prestige icon, so that is probably one of the best looking prestiges. My number 2 is 60 stars. Most people probably will disagree with me on this, and yeah, it's a goofy icon, but I like the look of it. It looks really clean. My personal number 1 is 80 though. This is perfect looking for me, and it's only topped by by 250, which, well, obviously that's Mythic Prestige. It just looks so good. It's basically Rainbow Prestige and animated brackets and all that, so that's really good looking, I have to agree. But yeah, I am insanely sad that this 80 Prestige is gone now, because these are the new actual Prestiges. These are actually in-game now. Well, they look okay, but I have to admit I don't really have a favorite here. Again, I really like the 150, which have been there before as the 60, it's just Mythic Prestige, but all the other Prestiges, I'm personally not a big fan of them overworking this again. But what is your opinion on that? You could write me your opinion in the comments. Currently, it actually looks like this update is bringing players back. Whenever I checked, it didn't seem like the player count changed, but at least players like Espinode and Lifelong already announced that they might be playing SkyWars again. And if we look at the statistics, it actually does look like Lifelong has been playing a little more recently, and they have even gained a new star, being at 260 now, so that is pretty cool. In my opinion, definitely a step in the right direction. Now, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did so, leave a subscription to not miss out on any more of my content. Now, have a wonderful rest of the day or night, and goodbye.